guys. Excited to be here. I'm always excited to be here every Thursday. And when I first started 29 years ago, it was on Monday nights, and we used to go to hotels or whatever, whatever. And then there was uh, distributor like buildings, and we've all that. But anyway, in 29 years, unless I'm deathly ill or on a Tupperware vacation, free trip, I'm on these calls, all right? And I'm on these Zooms and I'm on these trainings, okay? Because you're always learning. But 29 years ago, if you would have asked me to sell Tupperware, I just would have told you no. I'm a shy person and I don't talk in front of people and I don't like to sell things. Okay. So anybody out there like me? And so I'm 8 months pregnant at a Tupperware party. And if you've ever been pregnant, then you know that you don't always think clearly. And the woman there was telling us how she quit her full-time career, and she had 3 kids, and she had another one since then in that business. Went to college and everything, and she is now selling Tupperware. And I'm like, I loved what I did. I worked for corporate America. I had the position I wanted to do. I was an engineer. I ran the department, and I knew that I did not want to do that when I started my family. Okay. So here I am, 8 months pregnant. I'm like, I started asking her questions, and then she's like, well, can I talk to you more about this? And I'm like, oh, well, only if my husband's there. Anybody use their husband as the bad guy? He'll say no, right? Well, long story short, he said yes. And I'm like, no. And he said yes. Like, all right, fine. Um, I joined, and back then there was no starter kit. It was pick out $100 a Tupperware, what you want. Well, I had absolutely no idea what I wanted. Okay. I had my first party, and it's, the family party. But if you're from Cleveland, there's an east side and a west side. I'm from the west side. I now live on the east side. Nobody crosses the bridge. Okay. So I had like 4 or 5 people there. No one's dating. I think one of Steve's cousins got really felt bad for me. So she decided to have a little party with some of her Amish friends. And there were 2 people there. And I'm like, this is just, it's not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to last 2 weeks. All right. So I just kind of stayed in it for the discount and did my thing. And my leader at the time said, Loretta, I have a little show. Go do this little craft show. So I did this little craft show. And there I was, just a little card table, visited a little church, and I think I dated a party. Well, anyway, 29 years later, I'm still here. And there's been ups and downs. And I got to share with you when I told my husband, like, I think this is really what I want to do. All right. And I'm working in corporate America. I'm making executive income. And I told him I was going to do this. He's like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I don't know. They say, you can do this. So I'm going to one of these first crazy, back then there was like not just Jubilee, there was like area conferences and stuff. So it was in Boston, and I'm working full time and everything. They're like, you got to go, but you got to be a manager. I'm like, I can't be a manager. I can't even sell. I'm not recruiting anyone, right? Anybody feel like that? Can't move up. I can't recruit anyone. I can't even date a party. All right. So I have lunch with Miss Pamela Clift, and she's like, come on, you can do this. I'm like, I don't know, guys. I pulled together 3 people, whatever. And I'm so like, okay, so excited to go there and get whatever this amazing gift is going to be. Well, that year, the gift was you got to take your picture next to the company van that you could earn. That was the gift. I'm like, what? I moved up to manager for this. Anyway, my husband calls me and tells me that, hey, I have like, my car is like 2 years old. It's a Mazda. I forget which model it was and stuff. Beautiful car. And he's like, hey, your car needs a new transmission. I go, what are you talking about? It's only 2 years old. He goes, no. He said it could go anytime. I said, well, how much? He goes, about $2,000. And I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to get this Tupperware van. And that's pretty much how my career started. I just got inspired. And I'm telling you, if you can go to any live events, if you can go any of the Zooms, get inspired by the people around you, because you might be feeling like, I can't do this. And you'll hear one great idea that could actually catapult your business. Okay. And so Tupperware has given me the freedom. So when I started, like I said, I was 8 months pregnant. I actually started when right after my daughter was born. I'm on maternity leave. I was able to go to work part-time after that. I quit my full-time job. Yep, after I got that promotion. And I have been able to work around my family's lifestyle. And I had that freedom because of Tupperware. Because in my corporate job, it's 60, 70 hours a week. You don't leave till the project is done. They don't care about your family. I got lots of stories about that. But anyway, so I was able to work around my family lifestyle. When the kids were little, when the kids got a little older, when they got into sports and other activities, I was able to schedule my work around my family. I've been able to take my kids all around the world. It's one of my oh values is to have that quality time and to spend it with my family and to travel with them. We've been to Italy, my kids have been to Norway, they've been to Hawaii, they've been to Disney 4 times, they're bored with Disney and they want to go other places, all because of Tupperware. Okay. And that was funny because I remember like one of the first catalogs, and there's these pictures of people like on trips and earning all these like diamonds and jewelry and stuff. I'm like, those aren't real people, those are models. Well, I'm one of them now. In fact, I still have a flyer where I'm actually in the flyer with Lydia over there. So I always share with people that I got my bachelor's degree at Cleveland State, but I got my master's degree for free from Tupperware. Because with Tupperware, I've gotten training on sales, on presentation skills, social media skills, people skills, communication skills. All of that came from these kinds of Zooms and calls. And I didn't have to spend hours online away from my family or go into debt on any of this, and just really been able to do this with the Tupperware business. And let's not forget the perks, my company car, okay? For 29 years, and every 2 years you get a new car. I've been driving a company car. And I think I calculated it 5 years ago before COVID. It was like over $200,000 I saved my family. There's insurance covered. Steve and I get to drive it, personal and business. So I chose to put that money in my kids' in their uh, school, private Christian school, and their college degree if they chose to go to college. And there's no loans there. And I was blessed to do that around my family lifestyle. And now the tables are flipped. Kids don't need me anymore because they're old and one got married. But anyway, now I get to take care of my mommy because I have the flexibility. My sister works, my brother works. They cannot be there around her. And so I can work around her active hours, and because of this Tupperware business. So you can make it what you want. Okay. And don't be discouraged. Okay. I'm going to dare you to go out there and date that one party. I don't care if it's your own very first party with a couple of your neighbors. Just go out there, find yourself a little craft show with a little table and start somewhere. That one event, that one party can just catapult your business to 21 years of trips, benefits, executive income, meeting new people, and friendships that I will have forever, whether I'm Tupperware or not. So go for it, guys.